big ranker is back. Or at least, I hope so. Yes, I did take a break. If you watched my last video, it was about a massive drawdown. That was a terrible 10 days in the video. I think it extended to about 14 days in the end, and it wiped out all of my profits I had gained over 2 years. I got to about break even, and I just thought it wasn't worth the effort anymore. So I didn't lose money, but I lost my time spent running my systems and updating everything and checking on it. And I had many other priorities, many other projects at the time, so I decided to take a break, which I think is fair enough. But the itch is always there. I have many ideas in the sports and betting industry world. I have a strong belief that you can make money, a side hustle, and maybe even a permanent full-time hustle income from betting. You have to be smart, you have to be diligent, and you do have to put in the hard work and the time. And I didn't have that left in me after that last time in 2016, I think it was, the last video. I'm back, I am interested, and I'm looking a little bit different to what I used to do. My focus now is on finding an edge. And so previously, a lot of my focus was about, I had horse racing systems that would pick winners or would try to lay losers. So pick horses that were definitely not going to win or more likely not going to win. And then I had models of NRL and AFL where I was trying to model long-term results of the teams for the seasons. So essentially, I was trying to pick the markets better than everyone else. And I think I can do that in some respects, or I think some of my ideas are fresh that I will potentially make profit long-term in those. But it's a harder game to win because that's what everyone's doing. And that's what the people getting paid the big bucks and the data scientists and guys at all the betting agencies, that's what they're doing. This focus is now on more finding individual edges on bets where I haven't necessarily picked a winner and I don't care who wins. I just want to get value bets that have an edge in my favor so that in the long run, I should be profitable. And I have been doing this and I've made a few dollars. Now, I found lots of pictures when I was looking for images here of wads of cash and people making it rain all over the place. And that wasn't really relevant for this because I only got back into it in March, and for the month of March, I've made just under $1,200. Nothing to sneeze at by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not going to make me quit my job anytime soon, is it? A big caveat to that number is that actually a fair bit of it has come from the sign-up bonus bets that people have offered and, hedging those out and making money off those. The rest of the money is what I'm really interested in. That's what I'll talk about that's my value bets, my finding edge. And as an example, I'm going to talk about NBA. As an example, here are the last 10 NBA bets I've done. Now, I just chose 10 as a round number that fits on the screen. I could have chosen any number, and I'm not choosing this to try to make it look like how well I'm doing. Yes, I've hit 8 from the last 10, but if you look at those odds, some of those are pretty short favorites, and it's not about that. It's not about how many I hit. If you want to check all these results, go and check them, by the way, and those odds that I've got there are the odds that I got for them. They are not necessarily the best odds you could have got, but they're the best odds that I saw at the time when I saw value. So I'm doing all right in this, and I'm sort of limiting it to odds of up to about $3 to try to limit the fluctuations. Even then, there is a fluctuation. So here is the graph showing the overall performance of the NBA, not just those last 10, but for the last, say, I've been doing NBA for about 2-3 weeks. And the green line is my actual bankroll, profit and loss for NBA. The orange is the expected. So the expected value is based on my edge that I've achieved, calculated over the sort of probability of the events happening and sort of going, okay, therefore each bet is worth a couple of bucks in the long term. Kind of that, if I was to make that same bet 100 times and the results played out differently, but according to the odds, how much profit I should earn per bet. That line's always going to go up slowly and steadily, but the green line's going to go up and down. As you can see, it's all over the shop because that is based on actual individual results. Much like each individual spin of a roulette wheel has probability to it that is constant, but the actual spin results can vary. So that's why you can get 10 odds or evens or reds or blacks in a row on the roulette, and it doesn't change the probability of the next spin. being red, black, odd, or even, but the recent results and the variation is shown. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. So the orange line is kind of where I would expect to be in terms of profit and loss, and it's only expecting to be kind of at the $40, but I'm actually at 200 and something for the NBA. And you can see it's because I've had a couple of losses, then I've had a couple of big wins, and that's just how it pans out. Overall though, that's how I'm going to track this. I want to be as close to that expected value as possible. So my next steps are to keep going, obviously, add more sports, add more markets, and play with the filters, the functions I've got in terms of minimum edge and maximum odds and stuff like that, which I can get into in another video if you're interested. And that's where I want to leave this. Do you guys want more videos? I've had a few people watching my videos over the last couple of years, even though I haven't been here. I've even had a couple of subscribers come on board, and I want to get back into this. I'm just wanting to know what type of videos should I do. I could try to do regular videos of my actual selections in this and my process and the software I'm building to help me automate a lot of this. So let me know what you want in the comments below. Otherwise, good luck from Big Ranker.